Much of his time. He's just mad low. He's white health.
Are we live? We are live. Hello, everybody. I am the Shamrock Pixie, and we have Craig, Landshark Picker, Derek, NASCAR Man
45 coming back at you. How you doing?
There you go.
Well, I was going to try.
I think that's me. My bad. I just did a rookie move. My bad.
That was me. That was me too.
I had it too. We have Miss Rebecca with
Hello,
us.
everybody.
We have Tommy from the Bargain Effect.
Hey.
And let's see, we have, hello, yeah, sorry, Swamp Picker, we fixed it. Me and Derek both did a rookie move.
Yep.
Bargain Effect. Kimberly, my Irish twin, welcome.
Yeah.
So what do we want to talk about, y'all?
Chit chat.
Chit chat.
Chit chat.
Chit chat, Kit Kat. What were the little chiclets, the little small pieces of gum?
Yep. Chiclets. You're right.
Well, I ain't seen them in forever.
There
I think they call that
bags and
I think they call that vintage gum now.
yeah.
It's almost like what is it? Fruit Stripes? Remember Fruit Stripes?
Remember, pretty sure I had the I was gonna giraffe.
Oh, with the zebra or something.
Zebra.
That's what it was.
I remember them.
Yeah.
Hello, Bailey. Welcome. Tommy, look, Bailey's in here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yes, she is. Hello, Bailey.
Hello, Adam.
Adam, no, you did not. That will be going on for tomorrow. And look who's here. Miss Joy is here.
Yes, I see that, Miss Joy. Welcome. Melissa W., welcome.
Glenn says the 1 cent gum machines. You can't even get gum out of a gum machine for less than a quarter now.
Right. I remember that though. You used to pull if you break your hand trying to pull the gum out.
Yep.
Derek, did you type in chat yet?
Who typed who? What?
Derek.
What?
Did it come out muffled again?
I'm here. See it?
Okay. I'm not sure if anybody in here isn't subscribed to NASCAR Man 3345 or Adam's Export. Or, I can't even talk. Export. Wait.
Exploits.
Thank you. I'm having a hard time today.
At least you got the name right. I said Adam's Effects the first time when we were.
If you guys are not subscribed to them, please do so. We're trying to get them to 1,000. Super excited. They're doing pretty good.
Adam's got 81 left.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hi, Kimmy.
Miss Kimmy, hello. Really? What's up, Jeff? Is it right? It's Jeff. Dad's Vintage Garage. John. Sorry. Yeah. So I guess Uncle Jed's isn't that great tonight. Because I'm usually in there too, but I just and there's Mr. Cliff.
He had a lot of Halloween in there tonight.
Really? Did he have a lot of Halloween?
Ooh, I love Halloween.
Yeah. Well, it all depends. I mean, that's the deal. I mean, that's what he gets out of the storage units. You know, you don't know what you're going to get.
I stopped going there because every time I go there, I spend money.
What, with Uncle Jed?
Yep.
I hear ya. Yeah,
I have to catch up on some bills.
I have to get his car sent off in a little bit. I'm just waiting for the decals from my friend Dave. He's going to give it to me. So it's supposed to come up, guy to drop him off, but.
Welcome, Misha.
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 Hi, Miss Misha. Yeah, she got my package today. I know she was going gaga. She's like, I'm pulling out the white gloves. Right, Misha?
Hey, Melissa. I wasn't paying attention to the chat. I was working on something else. I'm sorry. Hey, everybody.
Oh.
I was posting on my community tab that we were over here. So
cool. So,
Oh, how funny.
yeah. See, yeah.
Flew by.
Well, that's it. That's. I mean, it flies by when you got a full crew going. Where's Joshy Poo today, Melissa, Misha? He's either on or she's either on. It's either or. So, but yeah. So we found out today. I don't know if a lot of people watched the video that already Australia and New Zealand have lost Hangouts. So, yay! Thanks to Craig, and we were talking to a couple of our friends over there today, and they're not happy. They weren't ready.
I wonder if they got a warning like the warnings that y'all are seeing. I'm not,
Yeah.
Because if they did get the warnings, and the warnings went out for a month, 2 months, they're prepared. But
See, when we asked him, he said he never saw anything like we had the blue box up in the corner that's stating that try out the YouTube webcam. That's what they want you to use. They want you to try the old school.
if you're going to if you're going to use the webcam, then I think that's just going to be just an individual presenter.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
We know that, Adam, that they didn't give an exact date, but I just don't want all of a sudden we wake up in the morning and it's gone.
Yeah.
Because that's just no, we're not ready for it, and but we're trying to. That's what we're really going gaga over and trying to go and see what we can figure out. I mean, we know there's a lot of other platforms to use. So this is somebody. Hello, I don't. You know that one, Kim, Destiny?
I do not. I couldn't even tell you how to say the name.
Juan He.
Well, welcome.
Vietnam. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's awesome. Welcome.
So
yeah, I'm not sure how you pronounce some of those Asian style names, and I know some of them don't always say them the way that they look. Sometimes.
Yeah, that's why.
I'm always afraid to say them because I know I'm gonna say something wrong.
No, I mean it's just constantly looking at names, and you just try to say them the way that you think they sound. But like when you look at some of the older hockey players, like Guy Lafleur, I mean, if you looked at his name,
I would say Guy Lafleur.
Yeah, Guy Lafleur. You didn't know say Guy or Patrick
Roy. Patrick Roy. Come on, I'm in the South.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, it's nothing against the way people's names are. It's just you have to try to figure out until they let you know. And especially in the chat, they really, unless they syllabatize it out or hyphenate it on how it's supposed to be stated, that's why we apologize. But thank you for coming in. That's kind of cool. Hey, all the way out.
Awesome.
All the way out in Vietnam. All right, I'm surprised you didn't do it, Craig.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was somebody messaged me on Facebook. What'd you say?
I said he's from Vietnam. I'm surprised you didn't say it.
Well, good morning.
There you go.
Vietnam, Saigon, 19. What else? Vietnam.
I remember 19. The song 19.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're doing the Robin Williams. Good morning, Vietnam.
That was a great show.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
Robin Williams is one of the was one of the most intelligent comedians around.
Yes.
I saw a statistic. I don't remember the exact number, but a lot of his movies, he had the freedom to improvise.
Mm-hmm.
He was so bright that he could just jump in and ad lib at a lot of times, and it was incredible. Some of his old stand up in the mid '80s, incredible. I was real big into stand up comedy in the '80s.
Right? Yeah. When he ever did the stand up where he had the American flag sweat T-shirt,
Yeah,
and he talked about the flag.
Yeah.
That was like he ad-libbed that whole thing.
Yeah, he's great. He was smart.
Yeah.
He was, I don't know. I was big into him. Eddie Murphy. Who else was? Stephen Wright was my favorite.
Really, you like Stephen Wright?
The curly-haired, monotone.
Yeah, the very monotone voice. I want to thank you very much for coming, everyone.
Gallagher was popular in the '80s.
I love Gallagher.
He's gonna go out there and smash the watermelons.
The Vegematic.
Yep.
Oh, that's who that is. I just remember
Gallagher.
smash him.
Watermelons. Yep.
Yeah.
You would think somebody like Eddie Murphy or Richard. I watched some Richard Pryor stuff, and Richard Pryor was a dirty man.
Yeah, but
he had nothing compared to Red Fox.
Oh, you Red Fox.
Red Fox. That was of Sanford and Son. He was one of the nastiest comedians I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, him and what's his name? George Carlin. They were both. They had
not Carlin. Carlin was great.
Yeah, Carlin was funny. 7 things you can't say on the radio.
Yeah. Wow.
I remember Andrew Dice Clay.
Hickory Dickory Dock.
Hickory Dickory
We'll
Dock.
leave it at that.
Yeah.
It was probably many years after he was big, but I remember him.
Well, he made a movie, if you remember.
Yeah, I was in a movie or two, wasn't he?
Yeah. Deuce. No, not Deuce Bigelow. Something Cadillac. He was something with about a Cadillac. I remember he was in it.
Deuce Bigelow was not it.
No, it was something with a Cadillac.
Pink Cadillac.
Was it Pink Cadillac?
I don't have a clue.
No, it was. I could see him. He had a white Cadillac in the movie, but so I mean, you want to go back to then. You can look at, even though a lot of people didn't like the slapstick comedy, but Danny DeVito was really funny in like War of the Roses and Throw Mama from the Train.
Twins when he was with Arnold.
With Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah.
I was out in Hollywood when they were filming that, and we saw him on the road on the street filming it.
That must have been funny. That must have been cool.
That was summer of '88, May of '88, maybe.
Yep, that was really good. Throw Mama from the Train.
Yep.
So,
My Cousin Vinny.
Oh, that's. I mean,
I love that movie.
Yeah, that wasn't. That's not Danny DeVito. That is what was his name?
Pesci, Joe Pesci.
Joe Pesci. Yep.
I'm sorry, I don't know why I thought that.
Yeah, Joe Pesci though. That in Marissa Tomei when she was really.
Yeah, it was close. It was a short man that looked. They both favored each other.
Yeah, and that's supposedly near you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was some place in Alabama.
I don't remember where it was.
Yeah. But you got mud in your tires.
Exactly.
There was Fred Gwynn. Great actor right there. So, but yeah, you can go back to comedy. I mean, yeah, there was some really odd ones like Rodney Dangerfield. I really never got into, but he had his comedy show back in the early '80s where you had Jerry Seinfeld started with him, Sam Kinison. You had there's a gentleman, can't think of his name, but he played Bob Nelson. He played the husband in Kindergarten Cop of the woman that got sick, Arnold's sidekick, partner. And,
I don't remember her name either.
yeah, but his name is Bob Nelson, and he did a comedy skit that I still laugh till today. He thought he did, back in the day, Bob Hope always had the Christmas special, and he always had the now announcing the players of the college all-star game or the all-American all-stars and everything. And Bob Nelson did this whole skit, man. I mean, it was just hilarious. And if you ever want to watch it, it's on YouTube, guys, and you'll just be able to just cry.
Adam says you folks need to let Tommy get a word in sideways. I want to hear him drop some nuggets.
Sideways.
Yeah, because he's just leaning back there on that chalkboard, not saying nothing.
Because I'm trying to figure something out here, and it's kind of frustrating me.
No, that's right. I knew he had something in his mind going.
Yeah, he's got his thinking cap on.
I thought I smelled something burning.
No, Swamp says back to school with Sam Kennedy and Rodney Dangerfield.
Was that when was it back to school when did the triple Lindy?
Yeah, the triple Lindy off the diving board. Yep. And let's see how good everybody is. In that movie, there was an actual band in that movie. Do you remember who they were?
I can't tell you because I haven't seen the movie.
Are you kidding?
That is a great movie.
It is.
There's one band that played in the dorm room when he had the whole dorm room redecorated. He opened up all the walls. No, it wasn't the Dead. No, I can because they played the song. It's a Dead Man's Party. That was the name of the song.
I don't know.
Oingo Boingo.
Oingo Boingo.
Yep. See, Swamp's got it. Oingo Boingo. Yep.
Nice.
Yep. That's. I mean, some of those people and some of those 80s. Well, Destiny. You were watching a movie that you never seen today. You saw like parts of it. There was a movie with Lori Loughlin called Rad, R-A-D. And
that was from the 80s, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was an 80s movie about BMX bike racing.
I was little.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, see, I told you because we were watching the video for "Send Me an Angel" when they're dancing with the bikes in the school. Yeah, BMX. Yes, well, yeah, I love BMX stuff. I had two bikes that I sold myself that a couple of years ago, and I had what was it? What did I have? I had a Predator pit bike that I bought at a yard sale for $5. Wiped it all down. I got $40 for it. I was like, score. It was only a 16-inch, but trying to find a Schwinn Predator was.
All right. So what was big in? I was born in '69, so I was riding bicycles and stuff in the late '70s, early '80s.
Mm-hmm.
Well, BMX stuff. Diamondback was big.
Yep. Red Line. Yes. Dino.
I remember that one. I remember when was it called the gooseneck with the neck? There was a goose. Was it gooseneck or what was the name of the
mongoose?
Mongoose. Yeah.
Mongoose. Yep. Dino, Mongoose, Redneck, Harrow.
I mean, I wasn't into the whole BMX scene, but
I was.
I had a lot of friends that rode bicycles around, and those that had a lot of money rode the big names.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was my thing in the 80s. I absolutely loved that stuff. The Schwinn Predators. You had then you had the Hurricane bike back in '78 that Schwinn made. It looked like it was a pedal bicycle, but it looked like an old pit bike, not a pit bike, like an 80cc Honda dirt bike, but it was a pedal bike.
Huh.
So. Yeah, I was too little to remember all of that.
Some of us are older than others.
Yep, see, even those bikes look like dirt bikes with pedals. Big seats, rear springs, big front shocks. Yep, exactly. It was fun. You know.
What was the little Honda? Honda made a bike. What was the? It wasn't a bike. Didn't they make a scooter? But not the Vespa. That's
No. Well, they had the KR80, the Honda Esprit, the Esprit moped,
maybe that's what I was thinking about.
the Honda Esprit moped, 48.5 cc's. So it wouldn't break the law of anything over 50 cc's. You have to have registered.
The city I grew up in lets you drive a mail cart,
Really?
like the old school, like the little 3-wheel mail cart that the mail lady drove.
Yeah.
You know, couldn't get your permit until 15. You couldn't drive till 16, but at like 14, you could drive one of those around the city.
Oh wow!
You couldn't go on like interstates or anything, but
Right. Swamp saying the Cub.
Huh.
Yep, there was a Cub too. Yep, and he would know that's his forte. I mean, he could tell you. But I think wasn't it right, Swamp, that they came out with the Honda Elite? It was a 49 cc moped, Esprit or Elite, one of those two. But I always we had the KR80s, you had the KR125s, all the dirt bikes after that. Alex G says her sister had a Honda 50 in 1964. That man, you had that now? Oh, that's some good money right there. But you don't remember? I thought you were a bike guy, Glenn. We look to your knowledge about those types of bikes, and he probably Springer front ends and 1310 motors, and that's what he's into.
all right, I'm gonna talk shop for a second.
Okay.
It's an Apple, like to make the Magic Keyboard, which is just the Bluetooth keyboard, which I've had for a while. I got it at the thrift store.
Right.
I've had this in my pile to get out for a while. It's just a touchpad.
Yep.
And it keeps the batteries in this tube right here. And you're supposed to just be able to take a coin and put it in the slot and turn it.
Mm-hmm.
You think there's a problem when I used a dime and a pair of pliers, and look what it did to the dime.
Oh, wow.
I bent 2 dimes trying to get this thing open.
Holy crap. That thing.
I want to see the dime again.
Huh?
I want to see the dime again.
Yeah, it bent it completely.
Holy cow.
And all I did was I got those. What did I do with those pliers? I had them right here today. Oh, here they are. I was just taking it and grabbing the dime like that.
Yeah.
Putting it in there and just trying to turn it.
And it's not turning?
Not turning. I've used a regular screwdriver.
Nothing.
Turn a bit.
You have one of the big bit screwdrivers?
I need to find one a little bit bigger than this one. This is the only one I put my hands on.
Yeah.
May have to spray some WD-40 on it. It doesn't have. It's pretty well sealed. I don't know if somebody over tightened it or what.
That's what it sounds like. Somebody used a drill and just really socket that thing.
Down. Well, and it could have it's got AA batteries in it, and they could have expanded.
Corrosion. Yeah, it corroded.
But it's got a $40 trackpad, and I paid $2.99 for it. So I'd like to get into it.
Yeah, get into it, clean it up, and try to see if it works again.
Boondock Buy Sell says, try an older dime, stronger alloy. LOL. And Melissa said, know your strength, Craig.
Exactly. I have a no cash value, some kind of token that was a little bit bigger. It didn't bend it, but it didn't move any.
Yeah. Swamp saying it's not a right turn to loosen it.
I tried both ways. It's a lefty.
Is that shooting stars or fireworks behind you, Tommy?
Digital comment.
That's OBS, right?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I want one.
Tom, you
What's that?
Stay long.
You have a green screen behind you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's a piece of green fabric that I got from the thrift store. It's just, I don't know, just like a lime green piece of blanket almost.
It's doing good.
Yeah.
If you ever watch somebody that has one, sometimes if they got a lighter colored hair, you can see a glare of green in it sometimes.
Yeah, they blend. Or there's a guy that's on now. I know he's live now, but it's Bob. Bobby. His name's Bobby, and literally sometimes because he has long blonde hair, and he's standing in the green screen and he like blends right in. All you see is his face.
What did I do, honey? That one time I set it up so the chroma key matched my skin tone.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So it was like there was just a hat and a shirt sitting here, you know, my eyes, but I like had no hands, no face.
Might work better that way.
Yep.
Right? I could be anonymous.
Hey, she gave Melissa a wrench. Yay!
She earned it. She's been in my chat quite a few times, and she has earned it.
Wow. Tom, you beat that one?
See, Destiny wants to get. She was looking at all these backdrops and everything, and I'm like, if you learn how to use your green screen, you can change it every day if you want, and it won't cost you a dime.
Right.
I like how Adam spelled Deadstiny. Like, hey.
I spelled her name so many different ways when we first met, and then now all I got to do is think of the Flippin' Hustlers singing in my head. Now I never spell it wrong anymore.
Yep.
Exactly. Same here.
Yep.
For the longest time, anytime I saw her come in the room, that's what went through my head. Todd singing that.
Yeah, and he does it every time.
I
hadn't talked to Todd in a few days. Is he doing all right? Did anybody talk to him?
No, he was on earlier, but I don't think
he's just been busy listing. Mm-hmm. He took a break from makeup for a while, listing other stuff.
Makeup?
Yeah, you got totes and totes of makeup.
You get all that electronics and makeup and all that stuff from Jack, I think it was.
Makeup smells good.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
He had a whole back of his truck filled up, I think.
Yeah. Him and his daughter literally took the time and went and cleaned everything out of that car, out of it.
Because that was Thursday when we were working on Glenn and Pat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was poking around to see if I could find any other sites that might work.
It's funny to see Todd with makeup.
Well, hey, you know what? If you find something that you want that you sell, and it sells, I mean, he started laughing. He goes, "I don't care if I go to a store and they have bras. He buys them and sells them, and he gets good money for them. I mean." Yeah, you're going to get a look going to the front register with like 20, 30 bras, but, you know.
Not in this day and age, you never know.
Right, exactly. So.
Well, we went to that liquidation place and we bought a bunch of makeup and we sold out of it.
Yeah, we did.
Really?
Yeah, and pretty quick, too. I think it was all gone in, what, a month?
Wow.
Yeah. And
nice.
It sold for about 8 times what we paid for it.
Wow. Yeah, you just have to have the right stuff. It can't be junk. It's got to be something, and it's got to be in date, not clumpy. And people, that's one of those things that I know Scott says, and everybody, a lot of people say that it's stuff that people are looking for, and they have to. It's a replenishable item.
Yep, it's got to run out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kept one of each, and the makeup is really nice. I have a hard time keeping eyeshadow on, and I use that stuff, and it works really good. I really like it.
Greg, so does it, Greg. But yeah, no, it's just seems high for cosmetics. Well, it all depends, Adam. It all depends on what the cosmetics are. Is it Ulta? It could be Ulta. It could be Lancome. What is it? Lancome, I think it is. If you're getting the higher quality stuff, of course they're going to put a little bit more, little more in it. But so, but that stuff, I mean, that sells. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. Everybody later on in life is going to need adult underwear. You hate to say it. I mean, those butterfly things that fly out the door on FBA, Amazon, they sell. That's just, it's life, and you just got to go with it.
Yep.
You know that people are going to
Come
need.
into this world with diapers, and we leave this world with diapers.
Right, exactly.
Picture.
You start the world with people wiping your butt, and you leave the world with people wiping your butt.
Right.
So, and let's be honest. Yep. Yeah, it is money. I mean, I know I'm going tomorrow to what is it? Liquidation, Adam? No, what is it tomorrow? Wholesale auction tomorrow. My sons are working it again, and I know what's going to be there. And if I was doing FBA, if I would tell somebody, listen, get your butt over here, and this is what you got to do, and come in and spend $200, and you know you're going to get serious money off of this sale.
Thank you, Melissa.
Yeah, Melissa. That's why, Melissa. I'm glad that Destiny made her a wrench, because this is Melissa. By the time the day with Melissa, I'm surprised she doesn't have bleeding fingertips, because she does so much moderating with
Good.
all the different chats, and
Yeah.
I know I went into Adams and I was starting to drop links, and I'm like, wait a minute, I can't do that. I'm not blue.
No, she said we're buffering.
We're buffering.
I know the weather's not great in a lot of areas, and
We had rain today, but like no storms or anything. It was just rain, and lots of it.
That was horrible.
It was nasty.
I got a link from Josh, the Suburban Beard, today that I guess for the next couple of weeks that they're gonna be taking down some of the high tension wires and putting up new, newer style ones. So like grids are gonna be shut down for a couple of days. I'm like, are you kidding me? Lose power for a day. You're nuts.
Looks like we're getting about a 6 or 7 second delay,
Maui, yeah.
which isn't too bad. I don't usually watch the video, but when she said it was buffering, I went over there to check it.
Hi, Miss Donatella. There is our next guest on Monday night's auction next week, Miss Donatella Boralino. She's going to get her video together because before you know it, we're gonna be already coming around the corner, ready for next Monday's auction.
I'm waiting on my video to see if I get the storage unit on Thursday. See if there's anything interesting in it.
Cool. It's not just you guys lagging. So, but yeah, she is going to be our special guest this week, Rebecca, just so you know. So she has to do her video of the 10 items that she's going to sell. It's going to be you, Kimmy, and Miss Rebecca and Donatella. I am going just to be doing the auction itself. So I will be Dwayne and just doing all the paperwork. So you guys can have at it this week and have fun.
Does Kimmy know?
Kimmy knows.
Okay.
Yeah. We talked about it earlier.
Awesome. When are you guys gonna join us on our auction, Destiny and Tommy?
The week after.
Yep. We'll be ready to go.
Yeah. So it'll be Donatella this week. The week after, it'll be the Shamrock Effects crew.
Nice.
So we'll do that, and then if our wonderful troll from last night says, "Well, why don't you have dollar sales?" Here you go. Come on in.
Yeah.
If you're gonna buy, my man.
Yeah, that'd be the one to come to because I'm starting everything at $1.
Yep, that's it.
Plus shipping, right?
Yes.
Yeah, plus shipping.
Okay. I got confused there for a minute.
Yeah, I can't start at $1 and free ship. No.
Yeah, Adam, we're gonna probably go 2 hours like we were doing before, because it does get a little bit longer. So, but yeah, let's see. So yeah, we start at 7, 8, 9. If we finish by 9:30, I think we'll be fine. So we're not literally killing everybody. We went longer on Monday because we thought the cookie dude. Donatella. She remembers the cookie dude. Yep. Yeah. What was it? Oh, that's your buddy there, Gucci, whatever, spaghetti. Do page picker. Destiny says hi. No, she's not there. No, but yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. Yeah. Hopefully we can. Yeah, Mohammed. Yeah, Adam, you're gonna meet him in a couple of weeks. So, God, hopefully he doesn't bring you cookies.
Kimmy heard us talking about her.
Yeah, Kimmy, we're talking about next week's auction. We're gonna have Miss Donatella on on Monday, and then the week after is our friends. We're calling it the Shamrock Effects auction.
There we go.
I like that.
I like
Shamrock
that.
Effects. Yep. So, because we got both of them on, so we gotta
build Tommy's channel up too.
we got you. Relax.
Yeah, I gotta start doing something with it.
Need to build everybody up.
Well, yeah, that's what we're doing.
Tommy, take us fishing.
Right?
I will.
Hey, that's gonna be me on Sunday, guys.
I will when the bite picks up a little bit because right now you'd be really bored.
Yeah. Now I'm going Sunday to catch fluke and sea bass. So that's
sea bass is good eating.
Yeah. Well, if it's over 18 inches, it's the rule in Rhode Island. If it's over 18 inches, you can take it and they'll fillet it right for you on the ship, on the boat. So
I wish I could find somebody to clean my fish. I'd keep a lot more of them.
yeah, it's very easy to do.
We went deep sea fishing down in the Gulf of Mexico, which is down Florida, Panama City, Destin, all that.
Yep.
And you've got the limit of snapper you can catch and grouper, based on your boat size and number of people. We'd already called our limit of snapper, and somebody pulled one up, and the deckhand, we were about to throw it back in. He goes, "No, hold on, don't throw that back in." And we started saying, "Hey, we've already got our limit." He said, "No." He pulled it off, filleted it, stuck it in the microwave, and cooked it. You would think fish in the microwave, some of the best fish I've ever had in my life.
Really?
He put butter and like lemon pepper and garlic on it, and that was it. And we were just eating it up.
Well, that's what they do. That's how they live. So it's just bang. So yes, Donatello, I can't send you any if I do pull any. Sorry, but yeah, because if I do, this is a tournament for the Rhode Island Lions Club, and it's for the legally blind and visually impaired. And we go out, and if the top 2 people, if they have the biggest fish, it's not how many fish you get, it's the biggest fish. we get to go to the Outer Banks of North Carolina for a tournament in October.
Tommy, can you come up here for a second?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, if you could just come up here for a second. We'll be right back, guys.
All right.
Okay.
Thing with the cat.
Well, I'm going to be catching out anyway, guys. I got to get to bed, so I'll talk to you guys in the morning.
All right. See you later.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Derek.
Love, Derek.
Bye.
So how's it going over there?
Yes, it is. Like I said, my room it looks terrible. I do all my stuff out of our bedroom, and I've got all my. I'm using a lot of the post office bins or buckets or whatever you call them, and I've got those spread out across the floor and had started dividing things, but I've still got a lot of stuff on the table back there.
Well, I got stuff all over the house. I'm trying to get it organized into one area, but it's hard and overwhelming.
Yeah, I think that's the key to beating your death pile is getting it into small workable units.
Right.
You know, because if you look at it and say, "Oh, there's no way I'm gonna list all this," you're defeated from the beginning. You know. But
Yep. And then I have a really bad habit of photographing, listing, and then just throwing it in a pile, and then it sells and I can't find it.
Yeah.
So I figured I'll just grab a tote, go through that tote, make sure that stuff's listed, and then start on another one the next day.
when I do it like that, I tend to put the tote I'm working at, and I did a video on this a while back. I tend to put I work out of two totes. I have one empty tote and one tote that I'm working out of. And as I list something, I'll put it in the other tote, and then that tote just gets a label on it. So I have to go put it in a box somewhere. I just put a label on it and put, that's going to be my F box, my D box, whatever, and then just put it up on the shelf. But I'm far from being perfect at that because I've got a lot of stuff that's unlisted. So.
Everything okay, Destiny?
Our new kitten is crying. I think she's got some issues.
Major constipation.
Major constipation issue. So
Peter next Lex.
yeah, our daughter, a little over a week ago, decided to rescue a cat from outside. She's about 4 or 5 months, and it was getting beat up by some bigger cats in the neighborhood, and she saved it
All the oil.
while I was sleeping and Tommy was down in his dungeon working. She brought it up, put it upstairs, got a litter box for it, gave it some food, and kept it up there for almost a week before we realized that she had it up there. We noticed she was spending a lot of time upstairs, so we were like, do you have an electronic up there? Yeah. Which is a big no-no. And then Tommy went up and realized there was a cat in her room. And the worst thing about it was that there was a cat that was running around our house, whining and trying to get into our windows. And it was driving me nuts all day. Come to find out, it was the kitten upstairs that was crying. So we named it Snitch because it snitched her out. No, he wouldn't give it the kitten X-Lax. He was being a sassy butt. We're giving her some tuna with the oil, so that should help. Yeah, she's something else, and she's got dark colors from like her nose up, but it looks like she's got a white mustache, like one of those handlebar mustache looking things on her. If she was feeling better, I'd show you what she looks like, but yeah, she's not feeling all that well at the moment. So hopefully, are you okay, honey? Oh, she hears the tuna can. Tommy has this thing with cats that he shares his tuna with, and they like instantly know what, as soon as he picks up the can, they like know. It's weird. Actually, our vet told us to give them tuna. It helps with preventing kidney stones. But we had to make sure that we had the oil kind. Because we had a cat that passed away from kidney stones. Because we stopped giving it tuna.
Did you show him the
Sorry, working on a thumbnail for in the morning.
Well, I'm going to let you guys go so I can get my monster to bed.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good.
I will probably talk to you guys all tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Rebecca.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. Jaslyn was told in here to wipe bum with damp cloth, and it may help. It helps the kitten go potty. That's your job. Gabby? Hold on. Are the cats being a sassy? Sorry.
What?
Let's see. Yeah, me too, because she's really, really attached to Jaslyn, and Jaslyn's really attached to her, so I'm hoping she'll be all right. I'll call the vet tomorrow if she hasn't gone and she's still crying. It is what a mama cat does. And Jaslyn's the mama. It's what mama cats do, Jaslyn.
what?
Take the white cloth and wipe, or the damp cloth and wipe her behind.
All right.
Okay. You're the mama, so you got to take care of her.
Yeah.
Uh,
I hate doing thumbnails for videos.
yeah. Sometimes mine work, and sometimes I have to have Tommy help me.
I don't have a problem doing them. It's just my creative side is dead. I'm not creative at all.
I just have a shade color blindness issue, so sometimes the colors don't quite add up. Oh, hello, Growing on Grumpy. Welcome.
Barb, how are you?
Welcome.
Where'd my chat go?
Oh, no, I hope not, because, yeah, then we're going to have to admit, Jaslyn, that's just not right. Did you read chat, Tommy?
No. What?
I don't think she will use her tongue. Because
I hope not. And again, it is Jaslyn.
Oh, no. That's not right. That is not right. Not right at all. Kim said, part of my issue is I refuse to pay for anything, so I keep just switching programs / apps every 30 days.
Nice.
Oh, that's the thumbnail thing.
Yeah, I tried one of the thumbnail apps on your phone when I first started, and it was like $4.95 a month. I'm like, no, this is a waste.
Thank you for coming, Donatella. Have a good night. Yeah, usually, I usually don't have too hard of a problem just with the shades. So I just have to have Tommy fix shades if it's not looking right to me. Going on, Grumpy said she can help, or they can help if anyone needs it with the thumbnails.
Nice.
Oh. Yeah, I'd be curious to know what she uses. Oh, hello, Liz Ann. Welcome. Oh. I am shade colorblind, so it affects my shades. When Tommy and I first got together, funny story. So when Tommy and I first got together, I did not know that I had shade color blindness. And we went out one day and I thought I was wearing all black. Honey, what color was I wearing?
I don't even remember, but it wasn't black.
It was two different colors it didn't match at all. And then what, 5 years ago, something like that, we were watching Brain Games, and it was talking about color blindness and stuff. And I'm sitting there and they're asking us to yell out the number that we see. And I yelled out the number because I was so excited I could see it. And then found out that when you saw this number, you were colorblind. Went to the eye doctor. Sure enough, I had shade color blindness. It really, really stinks. So I'm wondering my whole life if I've had it or if it's just something that happened over time and how goofy I looked growing up. Yep, my son is our son is colorblind as well.
Wow.
Yep, and the mother carries the gene for color blindness. I didn't know that until, well, that show.
It's all in that XYs and all the chromosomes and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Right? Something I learned back in high school with color eyes and all that.
I don't remember learning that kind of stuff in high school.
You were in high school a lot sooner than I was. A lot more recent than I was.
I don't know. I can't remember if they talked about that kind of stuff or not.
What state were you in when you went to high school?
Wisconsin.
Yeah, okay. There's your problem. I'm kidding. Wisconsin.
I cannot wait to move from Wisconsin.
I'm telling you.
I was born in Florida. I was kidnapped and brought here when I was young. My parents made me move here.
I'm sorry. but if you like cheese, it's a great place to be.
And I don't like cheese. Well, I can't say I don't like all cheese. I like mozzarella, and that's about it.
Wow.
It's
hard to be good, fresh, squeaky cheese curds.
I'll pass. I know Tommy likes them. The kids like them, but not me.
I don't think I've picked up any kind of cheese that I just didn't like.
Yeah. Yes, I was born in Florida, Melissa. I was born in West Palm Beach, Florida. And moved around. I lived in Orlando, Brooksville, West Palm, and a bunch of other little places, Spring Hill. And actually, not that far when we lived in Spring Hill, I don't know if you know what Weeki Wachi is. It's with mermaids and stuff. We didn't live that far from there. I'm just kind of reading chat.
Sorry.
I always forget about chat.
What's this chat thing y'all are talking about? I've never seen it.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I was there. I was in Florida November, 2 years ago. This November it'll be 2 years, and because I had been in Wisconsin for so long. When I got off the plane, I was fine because the airport was air conditioned. I stepped outside and became a cherry tomato because it was so humid and it was bad. And I had Wisconsin clothes. I didn't have Florida clothes either. So it was winter. When I left, we had a snowstorm. When I came back, it was snowstorming. But it was beautiful weather when I was in Florida, except for it did rain the day my Nana passed, and we ended up with a beautiful rainbow, which is on my Instagram. Yep. My grandfather actually helped build Disney World in Orlando, Florida. Well, Kissimmee, Florida.
That's neat. I bet he's got. Is he still alive?
No, he passed away 10 years ago. But he used to tell us stories about when because he was an iron worker.
Right.
And so he was in a union. And so anywhere they told him that he had to go, he had to go. And so they ended up in Orlando, and he helped, he lived in Orlando, but he helped build Disney World in Kissimmee. And like 90% of my family has worked at Disney World. Has this girl gone? Nope, I've never been. I've been to SeaWorld.
That's close.
That's close. My grandfather's main project was the Epcot Center.
Wow.
So I remember seeing that when I was a kid, but I've never been to Disney World. And my uncle Daryl, he actually helped build Universal Studios, which I have been to.
Yeah, I was going to say, the reason I say something, I'm sure you heard some great stories about. I'm sure it's very interesting how they built some of the areas of Disney and Epcot. There's a lot I've been out there a couple of times, but a lot of areas that a lot of people don't see, you know?
Yeah, so I guess before the park actually opened, the workers' family members were kind of the guinea pigs.
Really?
For the rides and stuff. Yeah. At least that's what I was told. And there's been many people that in the family and stuff like that that have told me the same thing. So, but I've never been. So we were promised one summer or one school year that if we got really good grades, that our parents would take us. We ended up moving to Wisconsin instead.
Right.
I would have rather taken Disney World. But I was 10, almost 11 when we moved here. Melissa says, OMG, Tommy, take her to Disney World.
I've never been there either.
Not guinea pigs, honored first ride guests. Yeah, so if something went wrong, it was the workers' fault. Wait, what? Uh-oh. I got a few thumbnails from another YouTube reseller that said he likes helping other YouTubers for free. Now every time I'm in his chat, he complains and says I owe him. I'm going to give him $20 at eBay Open and say have a nice life. Oh boy. Why did we move to Wisconsin? Because back then in 1990, jobs were kind of scarce, and my dad was born in Wisconsin, and so there was jobs up here. So we moved up here so he could work. And the first time I saw snow, he told us it was baby powder. And we went outside in flip flops, shorts, and tank tops and froze our butts off. And he laughed. And then made us come inside. But it was cold. But we had never seen snow before then. Yeah, after all that gal's been through, take her to Disney World. I remember we went to SeaWorld when I was little, which is really close to Disney World. And I remember seeing the big Epcot Center, the big golf ball. That's what I used to call it, was the big golf ball. And at that time, I didn't know that that's the specific thing that was my grandfather's main job. And I just thought it was huge. And I am tiny. So just imagine me as littler, and like, yeah, it was gigantic. So I'm 5'1.5" now.
And that half is important too, right?
It is important. I always thought I was 5 foot even. No, I'm 5'1.5".
You grew.
I grew a half an inch. And so I'm sure that it's still going to look pretty big to me. But I'd like to see it one more time, at least the Epcot Center. And I'd like to take Tommy to Weeki Wachee.
Wiki.
I remember one time my stepdad lifted me up through the kitchen window so I could shovel the snow away from the front door. Hey, you did that, Tommy?
Yeah, I've done that. We actually had to jump out our second story window to be able to shovel the snow from the front door.
Oh, yeah. He has pictures of that. That was pretty deep snow. That was in Milwaukee, wasn't it?
Yep. That's pretty wild.
Hey, I like your background.
It's my dungeon.
Your dungeon. There you go. Yeah, when he comes on and he's playing with his green screen, he goes through quite a few backgrounds. We never get snow. Where are you at, Melissa? Yeah, I don't like snow. It's too cold. It's icky, and it prevents you from doing anything. Unless you like snow. I don't like snow. I've never liked snow. And I can't remember where you're at either, Lizanne. I'll be at the Skyfall Lounge. Oh, you guys are talking about eBay Open. Boondog says, jump from second story. That would be fun. Was it fun? Oh, we'll have to wait for him to come back. Texas. Oh, yeah, that's right. I should have remembered because I have a friend that I used to write with that lives in Texas. It's very cold, very wet. It soaks into your bones really quick. No, bugs do not get very big up here, and thank heavens for that. Although we had a June bug that just hit the screen. We get those. That is one benefit. But the trees and the decorations and and stuff like that. I mean, we can't leave that out all year. We can only take it out for a couple months out of the year here. And I like to display my yard ornaments. So South Georgia, cool. What's up?
And we're gonna have to probably go and take care of this cat. Jazz hasn't figured out what it is.
Okay. All right. All right, everybody. Thank you. We are going to have to head out. We're going to have to take care of this kitten, make sure she's okay. So I hate to cut it short, but thank you, everybody, for coming, and we will do this again soon. Thank you, Craig, for coming.
No problem. Sorry, I wasn't very talkative.
That's okay. You
I
were
wasn't
working.
either, so
I did a lot of talking. So
we'll
right.
catch you in the morning, Craig.
All right, man. Thanks.
Talk to you guys later.
See you
Bye.
all later.